is currently 7:10 in the morning, and I am here with the fantastic crew, the Red Cross crew. I got Mr. Omer, Master Sergeant Kiali. I said that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome. And Petty Officer Schultz. How you guys doing today?
Doing great. Thanks for having us.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you for coming here and chatting it up with me today. And the topic of conversation today is fire prevention, right?
Correct, exactly right. Home fire prevention is the topic for today, and will be a major activity here on the base during the month of May to remind everybody and help teach everybody about home fire safety. So we'll be talking about what you can do in your home to prevent fires, how to deal with it, and then we'll talk about our special event coming up. We'll talk some about on and off the base, because we know we've got a lot of military people out there that may be off the base, have different home environments than on the base.
Yeah, during the music, we were talking about a little bit about how the stoves in particular, right, on base are electric. And I know off base, they use a lot of like propane and stuff as well. So there's a bit of a different kind of situation with that, right?
Yes, sir. Usually off base, they're using natural gas instead of electric, which you find here on the installation.
Oh, okay. So that in of itself, I can imagine, is way more dangerous than electric.
Yes, sir. It causes you to actually, when they install it, to make sure you pay attention to the gas company when they come install it. Make sure you check your natural gas alarm and make sure that's functioning. And always, when you are cooking in your home or in your work center, if you have a stove there, make sure you do not practice unattended cooking. Make sure you're watching your stove always, and make sure you have eyes on what you're doing.
That is very good practice, because I can attest, I'm not the perfect human being. I definitely, boil my pasta noodles and I go into the other room and fold laundry or whatever, and when the alarm goes off, I'm like, okay, let's go drain the noodles kind of thing. Which, I mean, let's be real. We all do something like that at least once in a while. It's not good practice, especially with fried foods, as you said earlier, as well during the music. But if at all possible,
Unfortunately,
stay in the kitchen.
Unfortunately, that's the number one cause of home fires, is unattended cooking. So that's something that we try to prevent with a robust prevention program and education program for our populace on and off the installation.
Yeah. So, for real quick, just what are some of the things that you guys do or resources you have to kind of like get this word out, like help people realize home fire safety is a thing?
So here on Masao Air Base, when you initially arrive, you have a Right Start briefing that everyone is required to attend. What we did at the fire prevention section is we rolled in our home fire safety briefing into Right Start. Back before, individuals had to come back to the fire department after Right Start and receive an additional briefing. But to save time, we rolled it all in one, and now we give that comprehensive briefing at Right Start. Also, every October, the first full week in October is Fire Prevention Week. So we try to hit our younger populations coupled in with our older populations, but if you have kids, if you have that luxury, then you can actually see after they receive the fire prevention education at school, they're very excited to bring that home to their parents. So that's something that we tried to hit on and from an early age to make sure that everyone's fire prevention minded growing up, and that becomes a habit in their life.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. That's fantastic. And you have to start young. It is what it is, because kids, they pick up their parents' habits. They do what their parents do. They grow up, and it's much harder to change an adult. As we know, it's harder to change an adult. I'm over here trying to stop eating cookies and milk at night, but I'm over here like, I did that growing up. It's so hard. It's hard to change. So,
Well, and the home fire safety is for the whole family. So we hope those messages from Right Start and other training get home, that the family has a fire escape plan. They know where to go if they had to leave their home. They know what happened if a smoke alarm sounds. We'll talk about that some more.
It is currently 52 degrees.